Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. My name is Nur Hanim Syahidah. I would like to present about project 2, which is software defined wide area network. But first, I would like to introduce our group member, which is Farah Syaira and Lo Jun Sien. Our topic, which is software defined wide area network, contain introduction, technical explanation, latest news, and also conclusion. Introduction about software defined wide area network. It takes the place of the traditional wide area network. Then at the demarcation point, less hardware is required behind the gateway required at a new site and new branch. Remote control also can often be brought online within a minute. Error also reduced since update policies are automatically distributed to one connected device. Aside from that, load balancing with a routing protocol such as border gateway protocol (BGP) possible by making efficient use of network resources, which help to avoid network congestion.
Good evening, my name is Lu Junxian. This is my presentation part. I'm presenting technical explanation. So what is an SD-WAN? It is a software-defined wide area network. It uses virtualized service that connect and extends enterprise networks over large geographic distance. It monitors the performance of WAN connection and manage traffic in an effort to maintain high speed and optimize connectivity. So how does SD-WAN works? To know how SD-WAN works, we need to know how traditional WAN works. Traditional WAN rely on physical router to connect remote branches, user to application hosted on data center. Each router has a data plane and control plane. Network engineer need to write rules and policy on each router consist in the network in order to maintain the data flow of network, which is a process that consumes time and easily prone errors. So how does SD-WAN work? It makes the management process software-based. Each router just need to receive new rules and policy that created in a centralized control plane by network engineer. It applies to all routers on the network. It saves time, reduces the probability of creating an error. After we know how the SD-WAN works, we need to know the benefit of SD-WAN. Why we will need to transfer to SD-WAN. So first of all is simplicity. Each device is centralized, managed with routing based on application policies. WAN manager can create and update security rule in real time as network requirements change. Organization can reduce the complexity, resource, and OPEX required to add a new site. Second is improved performance. Since SD-WAN will choose the best path to route the data, it does not require backhaul traffic to centralized location. Provides a better user experience. The last benefit of SD-WAN is it reduces costs. Network administrator can substitute expensive MPLS with broadband connectivity options. So to upgrade to SD-WAN, what devices are needed for SD-WAN? Basically, we need an SD-WAN router or SD-WAN appliances. It makes organization and network engineer easier to control their WAN connection. It means more stable and secure. SD-WAN enable organization to use a greater diversity of WAN connection type while achieving the same or greater bandwidth, speed, reliability, and security at lower cost with easier deployment and management.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Farah Syaira binti Zainal. My matrix number CN210013. Okay, I will explain for latest news for software-defined wide area network, which is SD-WAN. Okay, there's a few news that I got while I'm conducting this topic. The first one is the cloud SD-WAN segment is expected to account for a larger market share during the forecast period. Okay, so the cloud deployment mode has several advantages. Okay, including adaptability, scalability, affordability, operational effectiveness, and low cost. However, there are some issues that still need to be addressed, including the ability to control applications and data privacy issues. Okay, the next one is during the forecast period, the banking, financial services and insurance vertical will hold the largest market share. So by providing bank service like ATMs, including in remote areas, SD1 can utilize any amount of remote branches which centralize IT support, overcoming the difficulties and cost of developing a new configuration and providing IT support. Okay, next point is about Asia Pacific recorded the highest CAGR during the forecast period. Okay, this point will explain more about the advantages of using SD1 for their business. Okay, so to be specific, Asia Pacific is residence to thriving economies such as India, Australia and Japan. So they use SD1 for their solutions to start up their business, establish their enterprise and more. So Asia Pacific is home to many large countries with a diverse population dispersed across remote locations and vast geographical areas. And the last one is about challenge, of course. For SD1, right now there are more concerns about security. Okay, right now in Malaysia, for Maxis and TM, they already use SD1 to manage their business. So for Maxis business, they have 24/7 manage onboarding and support, can providing free network management and performance. Okay, for TM1, they can accelerate SD1 adoption and capitalize on the benefits created by edge computing. So for AI, the Internet of Things, which is IoT, and augmented and virtual reality. Okay, move on to the next slide. In this slide, we can see about software-defined wide area network market. So by year to year, this SD1 selling will be increasing. So so by this, maybe for the future, it is possible that we will live a more modern life than now. Okay, the last one is about conclusion. Okay, so in this globalization era, why we need to use SD1 in our life? Because enterprise now is utilize the cloud and pay for software as a service as a result of the changing times. So users can now access many of the same business applications that they previously connected to the centralized server in order to use them more effectively. Okay, so as a result, traditional ones are no longer appreciated. Primarily, even though backhauling all traffic, as well as that this time for the cloud, from branch offices to head office, unveils latency and affects application performance. So SD1 can simplify once, so they can lower cost, improve bandwidth efficiency, and provides an effortless on-ramp towards the cloud with important application performance, particularly for critical applications, without sacrificing security or data privacy. So to improve application performance, boost productivity levels, customer satisfaction, and eventually profitability. So security that is consistent can reduce business risk.